Piper with the Thursday video, and it's Thursday the 13th of April. Apologies, this is a video yet again. There's just too much happening to cover in a written report, but I will promise a written report next week, even if there is a lot happening. Hopefully that'll work okay. Right, so what's happening on gold is a very beautiful sight to behold if you're long of gold as I am, with a very nice clear thrust up from the 200-day moving average, which of course is this line here. Wave count, this is an A, B, C, 2 wave that I'm counting it. Looks like this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with an irregular A, 3-part B, and then a C. Keeping it all guessing, so that would be wave 2. Now I've got 1, 2, and a third wave in process, which what I've been talking about, expecting to see. Expectation is from move up to about 1600 or thereabouts, to about 500 points. So I'm heavily long, as you know, coins, ETF stocks, etc., spread bets. I've been recommending a few positions, like not recommending, suggesting you look at the possibilities of, say, GDX, which has also done very well. I sent that chart out first in the room, and secondly on the email on Tuesday. So looking good right now. This is the third of a third. We would expect this to move up without huge hesitation, but clearly 1300 is an important level, as is 1380, which is of course the previous peak. So gold's not looking very good, and hopefully we won't see too many deep upsets, at least for in the shorter term. If this is a third of a third, I mean, certainly would expect, that was 1200, this is wave 1 to 1260, at least a 60-point move, so we'd certainly be looking to see them gold above 1300, which can be a point at which people try to get interested in gold, so it could bring in a lot more buying perhaps. Alright, silver, including the low in 2015-16, we'll tell that period. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Difficult to count this, but say ABC. Looks pretty impulsive actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the wave 2 low is here. This is 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 1 of 3 of 3, 2. So again, the third wave count. We're could do a bit more acceleration here. I mean, a bit of a clearer move above there would be positive. I mean, silver's not doing quite as well as gold at the moment. I put the 50-day moving average here as well, which is quite interesting. We certainly caught that low there. It's probably worth looking at these things. I mean, also on the way up, it was quite a good guide. You just see breaks below it, but they were only temporary. Well, this is a daily chart, of course, and the use of following a 5-minute break than following a break that lasts 10 days may be a bit more difficult. Anyway, if you want to follow these longer term trends, that's the kind of skills that need to be developed. Really, it is a different type of trading, but it's easier and more rewarding in my experience. Anyway, so silver's also looking good, but we could do with a decent break there. Obviously, resistance. Well, clearly at 2100, which is the previous high. Sorry, 21, I should say. And 19 is also a level, so there's a fair bit of ground to cover, but if it's a third of a third, again, we shouldn't see too much hesitation in this move. On to the Dow. This is the 50-day moving average of the daily chart again. The Dow has actually broken through this, but it's broken through it by going sideways, which is hardly that dramatic. The wave count here, I think, is now 1, 2, 3. I think I discussed this actually on Tuesday. I think the fourth wave is here somewhere, and there's a fifth there, but this is only an ABC. This is also an ABC. It looks like it's trying to break down. We'd expect, if this count is correct, we'd expect another move down. Whether it actually get down to the 200-day moving average, which is a fair bit low, I don't know. If we just see another move like this, actually I'll go down to a smaller chart. This is a 4-hour chart, and peak there, A, B, C. So that's from near 2150 odd down to, so about 700 points plus ABC. So a move down to at least down here is on the cards if we're going to see a C wave. Could be more than that. So far we've got a fairly clear 1, 2, but we've got these buying spikes, but they keep on being tested. We're now on the 4th attempt. So I think a break is quite likely. We had a holiday weekend, of course, with Easter coming up, so And this is the last trading day of the week, I believe. I haven't actually checked that, but we can get quite fast action on such a day as people take defensive action ahead of the long weekend. So I think a break there could easily come in. Okay, it looks like Friday is not a bank holiday in the US. Monday is, so if that's the case, and I would check it. I just looked at the website, and Bank Friday is not actually mentioned. But these things, I don't want to say something I don't absolutely positive about. In which case, the action on Friday, later on Friday, could be quite fast if we do see a break of these levels. I mean, clearly that's fairly strong support. It's getting weaker all the time, as far as I can see, and the wave count does look highly negative there. Those you want to go short, we've got that spike there. I'd look for short-term trading action. If you see something you like, go for it. Or an extreme stop below this low there. That should work. I mean, extreme stop hasn't been so good. Clearly that one there didn't work very well. But yeah, so it'd be the 5th attempt. So I think it's got to go sometime. Well, it hasn't got to because nothing has to. But it seems quite likely, given the overall situation, that this will fall back. A very similar pattern on the DAX with the peak there, A, B, C, a bit shorter term, A, B, C. We've got another great big spike there, another spike today in fact. I mean, that might be all we're going to get. Certainly it's less negative than on the Dow at the moment. The Dow has its own problems, as of course does Europe, but this chart is a little more positive than the US market, so I'd be more inclined to short the Dow than I would the DAX at the moment. Alright, finally today, FTSE. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This ABC has become rather extended. That looks like a 3-part B. That looks like a 5-part C. And we're now going down again. 1, 2, 3. That is a 1. I mean, this 2 is somewhat extended. It still counts okay though. Clearly, we need to see a break below these levels to confirm any kind of short. I went short yesterday. Sent out an alert to the room and to those of you who said you still want SMS alerts. So that's now in profit. I forget the actual entry point, but I think the stop was above here somewhere. Anyway, so to recap briefly, gold and silver now look good. Third waves. If we see something that contradicts that, obviously I'll let you know. The equity markets look negative, but they're just not really falling very fast. The Dow is probably the worst of these. FTSE is following along, and the DAX is yet to do so really, at least doing anything that meaningful. I said, with the holiday weekend, we can see sharpish sell-offs ahead of that as people take defensive action ahead of the weekend. The Dow particularly is open on Friday, so that could be a day to watch, certainly near the close. It could be good for tunnels actually. You see a good tunnel price, maybe will be worth going for on the Dow later in the day. Nothing about Bitcoin today, you may be relieved to hear. Anyway, I hope you found it interesting and useful. I'll be back with a report at the weekend. Have a great day, thanks for listening, and bye for now.